So hello there, my name is Martin Bittencourt. I'm a trader and developer of some systems for trading, especially for MT5. And I'm here to show you my newest product that will be available in the MT5 market, which is this indicator you are seeing here on the screen, is the Martinware Direction by Candle Body Analysis, or simply DCBA. Okay, you may, as any indicator, you can just drag and drop here once you downloaded it. Here's the main front. Parameters, only one parameter, very simple. Here you can select the colors. And then, here it is. You just press OK, here it is. So, what does this indicator do? It is very similar to a moving average, okay? It's a trend indicator. You can see here by the coloring that when it enters a trend, it shows one color, shows another color, up and down trend. And just like a moving average, it's lagging. It takes some time to indicate. And this, of course, can lead to bad entry and exit signals. So, recommendation, you should consider using it together with another indicator, some other indicators, using them as filters, or maybe support and resistance lines, and etc. Anything that you want to use it. But the essence of this indicator is that instead of using a mathematical formula such as the moving average, which is subject to problems such as overfitting and too much optimization, because there are too many parameters to calculate the period, the shift, and so forth, this indicator instead uses the candle body. It analyzes the candle body, and by that it decides if the market is going upward or down. This provides a significant advantage because you can have essentially the same thing you are going to have in the moving average, but without all those problems of not knowing which period to use. Because when you are using a moving average, you always ask yourself, you may always ask, but which period I'm going to use, and even which shift value I'm going to use. Should I use a moving average with 9 period, with 8, maybe with 10? Well, what is actually the difference between them? Well, it's different to know. Of course, there is the difference, the gigantic difference between a very fast moving average. Of course, a 5-period moving average is different than a 200-period moving average. Of course, that will lay very different results. But when you see it, you will find out that there is a degree of subjectivity depending on which period you select. For example, what's the difference between an 8, a 9, and a 10 moving average? Well, it doesn't really make much difference, but you have to select one. And then which of them you select may end up being a little bit arbitrary. When you are developing a robot, an expert advisor, an automated trading system, normally you will decide such values by using optimization, by using the tester here. That comes with the, that comes with MT5. It'll take some time now. You may use the tester here. But that can lead to overfitting problems. And these problems are not very nice. For example, some years ago I was working with very optimization dependent strategies, and they work for some time, but then the current president here in Brazil took office, assumed office, and the market changed completely, and then ended up having a year of loss. Because when you look to the past, and then you try to find which period of the moving average you are going to consider, if it will be a 5, a 7, a 9, a 10, you are just looking to a statistical parameter. And just because in the past maybe the 9 moving average was better than the 10 or the 11, that doesn't mean that in the future things will remain, things will be like in the past. So we have this problem of having to configure moving average, and there's this arbitrarity, there's this subjectivity, there is the overfitting problem. With this indicator here, all these problems are solved. You basically don't have to think about any of that. The only parameter that you have to look for is this single and small candle body factor. This is to detect situations when the candle body is too small, and in this case the indicator will consider the last two bodies instead of just one. And in fact you may just use the same parameter I use, the 10%, and you may never change that. And so you have basically what you get with a moving average, the direction of the market, very precise based on candlesticks, so considers more adequately the movement of the market sentiment, and without any problem of over-optimization, curve fitting, or anything like that. So I think it's a very advantageous indicator. I really recommend it. It will be available in the MT5 market for a very cheap price, considering what it offers. And I hope you like it. I hope it will be a blessing in your trading life. And that's it. Till next time.